Don't normally do a day in the life, but I felt like we would do something different for a change. So here is me first thing this morning, greeting Buddy. So full of beans always when he first wakes up, and then we get out for a walk. So that's how we normally start our day every single Monday. Monday morning usually starts with a small group PT. So a couple of sessions that I have quite early on a Monday, so it's nice to get them done nice and early in the day. Buddy goes for a nap usually at this point, so we get set up with our brand new bands. So guys, when you first qualify as a PT, the big thing is thinking that you might need to plan everything out, because you're kind of taught to plan everything out. But I think if you get to a point, and it kind of comes with experience and the learning from especially other people, is if you can have I suppose an exercise or a movement vocabulary in your head that is so broad, and a library in your head that is so broad that when a client comes in and it's so off the cuff, they don't really need to plan, and you understand the body, and the anatomy is a big thing. And luckily, through the people that I have learned from and the people that I'm learning from, you start to piece things together, and you start to put things in ways within a session to start to work around the body in a certain way. So our little skeleton behind me is really, really important for every single session that we do in here. Because if I need to explain anything, if they're telling me where it's sore, they can point at it. If they're telling me that they have an issue somewhere and they can't really explain it, and we can go through it there, and it's a really simple and easy way to do it. So especially for any young PTs or anyone starting maybe in the new year, this is something that you definitely have to get to, is having a movement vocabulary in your head that is miles beyond everything. So can you literally sit down and write 10 types of bench presses, and then can you write down 10 types of squats and how you'd vary absolutely everything, and why you'd vary everything? And if you have a book of that and you know how to do it and you know how to cue it, and all of these different small things, it all pieces together and it makes you unique. So cracked into a couple of our PTs, and then once I have a quick cup of tea, we're into session planning for the week. So I try and knock them all out on the Monday for the whole week and get them sent out to our academies. My focus then switches to my OneFit app. So I use that for all my NeuroHub online clients. And then once we're set, have a bite to eat, we're into Virgin Media Park, where we have our girls session in the indoor area. So it was all about transitions today. We had a bit of crack with our speed work. Then down to our North Cork clinic. So down in Malin United, St Gubnitz Park. Massive interest down there at the moment. Really enjoyed the session tonight. And we're home before we have another day of madness.